Good afternoon and welcome back to Vets Park for this championship game of Region 6 in American Legion Sub-State between Hastings Post 47 and Farmington Post 189. These teams squared off a couple of days ago with Farmington handing Hastings their one loss as the 1 seed. I believe Farmington was the 4. Hastings has worked their way all the way back to the title game to get another crack at Farmington. Farmington lost to Bayport last night, so each team has one loss, and champion will be determined this afternoon. It's going to be Zach Simon on the hill for the Raiders. Defensive alignment, same all the way around. The hitting lineup for the Raiders has been shuffled around a little bit. Niederkorn leading off, Scove, McKnight, Werner, Hendrickson, Persky, McVicker, Vile, and Tyson Werner. So, same guys, just moved around, and number 24, Simon on the hill. Yeah, once again, great job by Charlie Myers getting things, getting us to this final game, pitching all 7 innings, and getting us ready to go for a championship matchup. And few options in the bullpen for Hastings, but it'll be Zach Simon to start things off.
Yeah, Zach threw 7 pitches yesterday. And, that's over his head there for ball 1.
Yeah, big breaking ball to number 13. That is Hunter Craner starting things off for Farmington. And misses away, 2-0. Here's a strike on the outside corner. So obviously, Farmington's been resting this afternoon, probably watching most of that second game, while Hastings just coming off the field. So it'll be big to get off to a quick start. There's a good breaking ball that snips the inside corner. Strike 2, 2-2. And up high, 3-2. Payoff pitch is popped foul, and it'll get back beyond the backstop and out of play. Just getting underway for those of you just joining us. First batter of the game, full count. Breaking ball is popped up. Niederkorn's got it, 1 away. So that's going to bring up number 49, Jackson Leopold, for Farmington. Farmington wearing whites with blue sleeves and red, white, and blue letters. As that ball went behind 49, but it did apparently hit him as he's going to head down to first base. Tried to move out of the way of it, but it clipped him maybe on the shoulder. Cooper Voth will come to the plate, as we said, like red, white, and blue lettering for Farmington. Raiders continuing on in their gold H-Town jerseys. Simon delivers and pass third base for a base hit into left field. Checking in at second will be the runner, and Farmington has first and second, 1 out here in the top of the first.
Nice try there by Persky. Laid out for it, just got by him.
Yeah,
left field.
Yeah, good effort over there at third, diving attempt. Just couldn't quite get his glove on it, as we're going to get number 4, Logan Virgin, stepping into the plate. As the ump is going to brush off home plate. He's got a little bit of a different device I've seen there, an extendable brush that he brushes off with, not having to bend all the way down. Ingenious invention there. First pitch to Logan Virgin is outside for a ball, 1-0. Breaking ball. Scove tries to frame it, but it's outside. 2-0. And down low, ball 3. So Simon behind the 4-hitter, 3-0. 2 runners on, 1 out here, top of the first inning, scoreless ball game. 3-0 catches the inside corner, 3-1. Nice breaking ball, catches the outside part of the plate, full count. Virgin tried to looked like he was about to pull the trigger there, but decides to hold it back, and the pitch clips the outside part of the plate, full count. Payoff pitch is over the head of Hendrickson and into left field. Rounding third and coming around will be the number 49, that is Leopold, to score the first run of the game. A line drive just over the outstretched fingertips of Hendrickson at shortstop, and Farmington strikes first, 1-0.
Yeah, the big issue there is the hit batter who comes around to score is just a pretty hard single the first time. That one was just, a floater over the shortstop's head.
So it's going to be 35 Nathan Urbach taking ball 1 high. And that one is up in the air to left field. And that is going to drop down in front of McVicker, and they're going to be loaded up.
Another soft base hit, but falling in front of the outfielders. And Gunner's going to come out and talk to him here.
So first batter was retired on a pop-up, and then we had a hit batter and 3 straight singles, I believe. Yep, 3 hits on for Farmington.
Yeah, first hit was hit hard. The next 2 hit fairly soft.
Just got enough elevation to get that.
Yeah, right.
That second ball over Hendrickson.
Yep.
So Simon in a jam. He'll look to work out of it. Gets a swing and a miss from Cody Carlson, number 29. And that is going to hit him, and another run will come in to score.
Zach threw an inning and a third yesterday, and then we raced down to Rochester, and he played third base for 9 more innings. So looks like Selesky's going to come out and chat with him here.
Yep, Selesky out there try to calm him down. 2 runs and 3 hits already in, only 1 out in the top of the first inning. Basically kind of similar situation to what Myers was in last game. He managed to get out of it with only 1 run, but then in the second inning got touched up for 3 before he settled in.
Mm-hmm. And for Zach here, the 2 hit batters, the first hit batter scored, the second one drove in the second run here. So,
yep, kind of the same place. I think he's trying for that, trying to get a breaking pitch that didn't break in and gets him up high on the shoulders.
And early on here, it looks like he's throwing the breaking pitch for more strikes than the fastball. But when he misses with that one, we talked about it last game. You miss up and it doesn't break, and you're catching that right-handed hitter in the shoulder.
Now batting 45, first baseman Amy Holmes.
That is popped up to the right. Vial over towards the dirt. Can't make the play. At a long run, reaches out for it. Was kind of looking over his shoulder, trying to get it in. Would have been a big out, but just can't make the play. Long run over there from first base.
It almost looked like he hit the dirt there right before he reached out for it. It might have caught his eye to look over at the fence, and he just couldn't reach out and grab it.
Strike 1. Next pitch misses high to Andrew Holmes for a ball, 1-1. That is grounded. Stopped by Hendrickson. Throw over to second. He won't get anybody. It's going to be an infield single. Another run will come home to score. Just a little roller. Hendrickson dove and managed to stop the ball from going into the outfield, potentially preventing another run. But the third run will come across for Farmington, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, it's 3 pretty soft hits in a row here. And now just 1 out, 3 already in, and the base is loaded.
Base is still loaded, yep. Here's a breaking ball across. Strike 1 to this is Owen Boyd. And another breaking ball catches the inside corner. 0-2. O2 tries it again, misses just a bit inside that time. 1-2 is skied out to right field. Coming in as Werner, bluffed and runners off second now, but ball is captured by, I think that's Hendrickson managed to, Hendrickson managed to catch the throw. Cut off by Weil at first base, went to second to try to get the runner who is well off the bag, and Hendrickson, I think, kind of saved that from going into left field and possibly allowing another run. So Raiders do get the second out, and now it's going to be number 64, Gio Van Grinsven, I believe, is the 9th man to hit this inning for Farmington. Takes ball 1. And that's down and away. That's going to get to the backstop, and another run is going to come in. So 4 in for Farmington in the top of the first inning, and now 2-0 to Gio Van Grinsven. Breaking ball misses high, 3-0. And that one misses up high, ball 4. So that'll load them back up and turn over the order to the top of the order was Hunter Craner, number 13. There's a breaking ball over the inside corner, strike 1. And that is rolled through the left side for a base hit. Another run is going to come in to score. 4th hit, 5th run in for Farmington in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, and just barely getting through the infield, but they're finding the spots.
Just finding the right spots, yep. Making contact, and another base hit. Like you said, nothing smashed, but hit solidly and in the right places for Farmington. As Jackson Leopold will come up for the second time, 10th man to bat, and takes a strike. Here's a cut and a miss, 0-2. And that is nice stop by Persky at third base and steps on the bag to get the Raiders out of the inning. That might have been one of the harder hit balls in the inning. Persky dives to his left and knocks it down, managed to step on the bag and get the Raiders out of it. Farmington puts up a big 5 spot in the top of the first. We head to the bottom, 5-0 Farmington. We'll be right back. Okay, bottom of the first. Raiders have a bit of a hole to dig out of early, and Luke Niederkorner start things off.
Yeah, Raiders scored 4 in the first last game, and
it'll be Owen Boyd facing Hastings and puts the strike on the outside corner to Niederkorn.
Yeah, and the Raiders needed to get a 5th one late in the game to win 5-4. So, long game here still.
That one is in the air and just foul down the third baseline. Looks like that might be dumped into the corner for extra bases, but just a few inches foul. So 0-2 to Niederkorn, rolls it to second base, knocked down, just recovers in time to get it over to first for the putout. Hit just sharply enough. Second baseman fumbled it a little bit, able to recover in time to get Niederkorn by a step. 1 away. And here's Scove. Gunner obviously been hot all game long. Or all series long, all tournament long is word I was searching for there as he takes the ball outside. And up high, 2-0.
Seems like every at bat he's been ahead in the count too, right? He's been working each count and getting the pitch he wants to hit.
2-0 is up in the air to center field. Racing over, actually, it's going to be the left fielder putting it away for out number 2.
Now batting number 3, Colton McKnight.
So
2 away, and that's going to bring McKnight to the plate.
Think back to the first game of the tournament for the Raiders. They lost to this Farmington team 5-1. And there was a 5-run inning that game as well that Farmington was able to get. I think it was in the 3rd or 4th inning.
Right, yep. That one is hit sharply out to center field and is going to one-hop the center fielder, and McVicker has a 2-out hit, and the Raiders have a 2-out base runner. Here comes Cole Werner, been the big bat of the last couple days. 2-run double in the first and a solo shot in the sixth to provide the winning margin, and of course had that big 2-run homer yesterday to advance to Hastings 2 Saturday. Throw over to first base, and runner dives back.
Yeah, that home run today was impressive, but that one yesterday, that was all probably 400 feet.
Yeah, that was a
right center. That was a monster shot.
Yep, that was a bomb for sure. Half swing, called strike, 0-1. Looking for the sign. Here is the delivery. It is rolled to the right side. Second baseman has trouble with it again, but manages to recover in time to throw out Werner at first. And the Raiders go down scoreless. They do get a base hit, cannot advance them. We're through 1, 5-0 Farmington. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back for the top of the second inning. Xander McVicker, left-hander, is going to replace Simon on the mound after that 5-run first inning.
Yeah, Zach up, don't have the exact count, but you figure he probably threw around 30 pitches or so today. That's almost 60 here in the last 2 days. And being the team's closer, he's not stretched out at all. And he's probably not going to go much more than that anyway. So might as well make us move at fresh inning here for McVicker.
First pitch is fouled off. This is, where are we in the lineup here? Number 4, I believe, Logan Virgin. 3-hitter, I believe, is where we're at. as I believe they batted 11 in the first inning, did Farmington get those 5 runs up on the board.
Yep, 5 runs, 4 singles, 2 hit batters, and a walk. I mean,
That misses outside. Go ahead, Derek.
I was going to say, obviously the 2 hit batters is what he's really going to be kicking himself about, because nothing else is, just singles getting through the infield for the most part, but the 2 hit batters you can control, you'd like to think.
One is hit well out to center field, but plenty of room out there for McKnight to put it away, one down.
And we'll see how McVicker does as well. Now, he's in a similar spot where he hasn't thrown much this summer either. And see if he can shake some rust off here and give the Raiders some big innings here in the championship game.
Yep, just basically looking for it's all hands on deck in this last game. Trying to piece it together any way you can. And that ball is fouled back and out of play, strike 1. Just trying not to let this hole get any deeper and let the boys get up and get another crack with the bats. Here's a cut and a miss, strike 2. Down and away, 1-2. Ball hit the dirt and kicked all the way to the top of the backstop. That just misses outside.
McVicker has not pitched in these tournaments, so pitch count had 0 coming into this inning, and so if he's able to, he can go the rest of the way.
That is popped up left side. Persky a couple steps into foul ground has it. There's 2 away.
Now batting number 35, Nathan Urbach.
Nathan Urbach stepping in. Takes a strike at the knees. And that one misses low, 1-1.
Nice pitch.
And there's a strike that scrapes the inside corner, 1-2. So we should, I believe we should have a new left fielder now. We haven't seen who is out there. There is a swing, and I guess he just got a piece of that to foul it into the dirt. I don't know if that's is that Riker out there?
I think it's Grant out there. We'll double check for you.
We'll check that, and we'll check that in a minute. That is outside, 2-2. And tries the fastball, but misses down in the dirt, 3-2. And that's inside, ball 4. So 2 out base runner for Farmington.
Now batting number 29, Cody Carlson.
Cody Carlson will come up next. Number 29. McVicker to the stretch and delivers down and in, ball 1. And there's a strike at the knees over the inside corner. And that's down low. Runner was going, and he'll take second base without a throw. This ball got down in the dirt, and Scove no chance to get the runner. So runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. 2-1 count to the batter, Carlson. That's popped up, and that is going to get out of play. 2-2. And that is chopped towards third base, waiting for the second hop as Persky throws across, but not going to be able to get him in time. He had to wait for that second hop, and it gave the runner just enough time to get down the line. Kind of a in between. He couldn't really charge to get off the first, so he kind of had to wait back on it for a split second.
I don't think there's anything you do about that at all. It's just an infield base hit. And again, Farmington just finding ways.
Yeah, finding ways to get it done so far. So big spot here for McVicker. First and third, 2 outs. He got the first 2 batters pretty quickly, but then Farmington keeps chipping away. A walk and an infield single now. So Holmes is up to the plate. He fouls one off to the right, strike 1. Hey, like you said, just chipping away, finding ways to get it done. Not.
Yeah, just couple guys reaching on free passes, and then just single.
That is on the ground to shortstop. Niederkorn has it, and the Raiders are out of the inning. So McVicker managed to put up a scoreless second inning and get the boys back up to bat. Still only down 5. We're through 1.5, 5-0 Farmington. Bottom 2, Brady Hendrickson going to start us off. 5-6-7 to face Owen Boyd, right-hander for Farmington, who delivers a pitch down low for a ball. That is skied to left field. There is room out there. Left fielder puts it away, one down.
Yeah, got a good shot on that one. Just got underneath it a little bit. And one quick out, and Peyton Persky will bat next.
Persky kind of been moving up and down the lineup throughout this tournament, settling into the 6th hole for this championship game. That first pitch is inside for a ball. And strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Chopped foul up the third baseline, 1-2. That's down into the backstop, 2-2.
And McVicker will bat next, and he comes over and grabs the baseball.
Okay.
So.
Trying to figure out, we were trying to figure out the rest of the lineup with that change. Obviously, McVicker coming in from left field. We believe it's Johnson out there. That is rolled through the left side for a base hit. So second hit of the game for the Raiders. One out base runner for McVicker.
Now batting number 22, Xander McVicker.
So McVicker will step into the left-handed batter's box with a runner aboard now. Boyd from the stretch delivers. That is up in the air to left field. Taking about a step in and then settling right about back where he was the left fielder. So McVicker is retired on a pitch.
And that'll bring up Austin Vile batting 8th. And it is indeed Grant Johnson coming out.
Grant Johnson's on deck. Okay, so Grant Johnson playing left field and batting in the 9-hole. Tyson Werner, as was the DH, is removed from the game before ever getting an AB. Throw over to first and runner back. So one of these, did you play or did you not play in the game? Starting as in the starting lineup as a DH, but never got up to bat. Down low, down to second on the play as the ball kind of, catcher has it kind of between his feet as it bounces down there, but aggressive base running, getting into scoring position is Persky.
Yeah, nice read there by Persky, and he was in fairly easily there. Now with 2 outs, you got runner in scoring position.
Here's a cut and a miss by Vile, 1-1. And another cut and a miss on a breaking pitch, 1-2. Chop to third. Runner retreats to the bag. Throw across is in time to retire Vile, and The Raiders are done in the second inning. They get a runner to second and no more. We're through 2, 5-0 Farmington. We'll be right back.
Now batting number 1, Owen Boyd.
So Owen Boyd, the pitcher, will step in to lead off the third against McVicker and takes a pitch low for a ball. That one is on the ground to shortstop. Hendrickson cannot field it cleanly and will not be able to make the play in time. Kind of had to move to his right a little bit. It was pretty deep in the hole, but ball kind of came up on him and he couldn't field it cleanly and no chance to get the runner over at first base.
So leadoff runner here on, and it'll bring up the number 9 hitter here for Farmington. Of course, the middle infield back at double play depth now.
That one is sharply out to center field, but McKnight's got it, one away. So here's Hunter Craner getting his third at-bat already, or third plate appearance already, rather, here in the top of the third inning for Farmington. That one is going to get away from Scove and back to the backstop, and runner will advance.
Yeah.
Pretty wildly outside. Scove did as much as he could to try to get a glove on that, but kind of deflects off the edge of it.
Yeah, it was off his glove, but that was way outside. I think that'd be a wild pitch there.
For sure. One-0 is fouled out, not a play. 1-1. Popped up right side. Vial over taking a look, but it's going to bounce into the Farmington bullpen just over the fence. 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Just low, 3-2. McVicker was starting to come off the mound a little bit, wanted that pitch. Payoff pitch, and that's down low, ball 4. So first and second now, 1 out.
Yeah, we got to, get some sort of momentum, some energy going here. You can hear a pin drop out here pretty much.
Yeah,
And,
yep.
See if we can get some energy going here, get the guys back involved.
Yeah, you can do that on defense as well as offense. Somebody makes a big play or a big out or a big strikeout. So we'll see, it's going to be Jackson Leopold up to the plate. And that ball misses wide, 1-0. Raiders down 5-0, and Farmington threatening yet again. Plenty of baseball to play, but you really don't want to let it get any worse than this at this point in the game. That one is into left field for a base hit. Fielded cleanly by Johnson, and he will get it into the cut to keep the runner from scoring on that, but that will load him up with 1 out.
Yeah, nice play there by Grant. Hits the cut perfectly and prevents the run from scoring so far. This will bring up the 3-hitter Cooper Voth.
Cooper Bob.
Number 8, Voth, big kid stepping in. Got him listed at 6'1", 205. And that one is outside for a ball, 1-0. Loaded up, nowhere to put Voth. 1 out here in the top of the third. Farmington already with a 5-run lead. And strike called, catches the inside corner. As Voth will take a little bit of a walk here. That kind of fooled him. He almost pulled the trigger on it, but I think it just clipped the inside part of the plate. That one is shot out to right. Fair ball. And it's going to roll into the corner. 2 runs are going to score. And third run coming around. Throw to the plate is not going to be in time. Bases clearing double, and Farmington is now up 8-0. So sharply struck ball down the first baseline. Was hoping it maybe would bounce foul, but just gets inside the chalk down there.
Yeah, Farmington doing a good job, but they're getting all of the little breaks and getting, that ball's just fair, whereas earlier ours was just foul.
Right.
It's baseball. But,
yep, making good contact, and things are, like you say, they're
dropping in.
Baseball gods are on there helping them out a little bit. So 8-0 now, as it's going to be a strike into number 4, Logan Virgin, the left-handed 3-hitter, I believe we are back to. No, 4-hitter.
Yeah, cleanup hitter, Virgin.
Down low, 1-1.
Xander, most of his pitches he's missing low, which, you don't want to hang anything. If you're going to miss, you'd rather miss slow, but just bring it up a little bit.
Have watched enough of this tournament to know that the middle of this Farmington lineup does have some guys that can drive the ball. Seen them play a couple of times over the last, I believe this started on Tuesday? Tuesday, yep.
Night, yep. Raiders' first game was Wednesday.
Wednesday, correct, yep. 2-1 catches the outside corner, 2-2. And that's outside, 3-2. Sharply out to right field, but right at Cole Werner, 2 away. Throw in comes over the head of Hendrickson, but Persky there to stop it, to keep the runner at second base.
Now batting number 35, Nathan Urbach.
Just feels like whenever they hit one, pretty well, we find like, it's an out.
Add a
And
guy,
it-
right.
Yeah, and
Yep.
then when they don't hit it very hard, everything's dropping in. It's kind of the opposite of what you would expect to happen.
So 35, Nathan Urbach. But like I say, they're putting the ball in play and just, finding places. Give credit where it's due, as that ball is outside from McVicker, ball 1.
Yeah, 100% they're doing what they need to do. Not taking anything away from them. They're putting the bat on the ball.
So that's inside, 2-0.
It's all perspective on what team you're cheering
Yeah,
for.
exactly,
right? Pretty
exactly.
much.
Otherwise, if it was us, we'd be like we're raking the ball, you know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
Runner goes, pitches inside, and Scove isn't going to have a play. So runner over to third base, and it's going to be a 3-0 count to Urbach. There's a strike at the knees. 3-1. Inside, ball 4. So 2-out walk will put runners on the corners. And we will see number 29, Cody Carlson, coming up to the plate. From the stretch, delivers outside for a ball. And on the ground to shortstop, Hendrickson has it over to second base for the out. Good play by Hendrickson over there at shortstop, ranging into the hole and getting the out at second base. But a big 3-run double puts Farmington farther up. It's 8-0 after 2.5. We'll be right back. Okay, bottom three. Raiders looking for a spark, and Grant Johnson will start things off. Getting his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Yeah, with Grant now in the lineup, if Gunner gets on, we'd think maybe it'd be Riker Ackley will be
running for him.
Yeah.
That one is up the middle. Will actually roll to the shortstop. Grant beats it out down the line, hustling. Shortstop kind of waited back for that on a hop a little bit, and Johnson was flying out of the box, manages to beat it down the line.
Yep, you cannot hang back on anything that Grant Johnson hits.
So speedy runner aboard for the Raiders. Will turn it back over to Luke Niederkorn, and maybe that'll be the spark that Hastings needs to get going and put a crooked number up in here to get back into this thing. Top of the lineup, starting with Niederkorn. That is up the middle for a base hit. Checking in at second is going to be Johnson. He'll hold there. So 2 straight singles, and the Raiders have a little something going with Gunnar Skov and one of their hottest hitters coming up.
The way Gunner's been going, he's 0 for 1 here today. I almost feel like this has got to be a hit, right?
Almost due for a hit, right? Gunnar, McKnight, and Werner coming up next. All been swinging the bats well. So an opportunity for Hastings to get something going here. First pitch to Skov is down and in for a ball.
There's 2 singles back-to-back now. Raiders have 4 hits in the game, all singles.
That is just popped up into short left field. Heading back to the shortstop. Nobody's going to be able to get it. Throw into third. Not in time, so the Raiders get a little bit of a break there. Just a little blooper falling in. Johnson had to play it about halfway, but with his speed managed to get into third base ahead of the throw, and they're going to be loaded up.
It was a heck of a play by the shortstop there. If you have an average speed guy on second base there, that may have been out. As he made a great play going out there. Couldn't get to the ball on the fly, but then got it into the third baseman in a hurry.
Throw came in pretty high. I don't know if he was planted on the bag or not. But in any event, Johnson in there. So they're loaded up now. And swing and a miss, strike one for this is Colton McKnight. Thank you, Derek. Colton McKnight, number 3.
Colton did single his first time up, first hit of the game for the Raiders.
Big opportunity to get something going here, as that is inside for a ball. And strike over the outside corner, 1-2. Inside, 2-2.
Looking here, we're the Raiders coming second time through the lineup. No walks, no strikeouts at all from Boyd so far. So everything's been put into play.
2-2 is fouled straight back. And just missed that pitch. Another 2-2 from Boyd is chopped wide of first base. Just wide.
Yeah, too bad, too, because the first baseman was unable to make the play. If it had been fair, I think he might have been able to beat that out.
Yeah, it was hit sharply down the line. First baseman arranging over. It definitely fielded it about half a step in foul territory. Knocked it down, but couldn't take it in cleanly, as you said, Derek. So we'll get another 2-2 to McKnight. That is up in the air to left field. Ball is put away. Throw coming into the plate, and sliding in ahead of the throw is Johnson, and the Raiders are on the board.
Got to start somewhere. And a sack fly there from Colton McKnight gets the Raiders on the board. Grant Johnson, great base running. Again, as he was able to beat it out to first and made that play to get to third and scores here on a sack fly.
Yeah, that was medium deep, and there was a play at the play. Johnson clearly slid under the tag, but wasn't that far away. Pretty good play by the left fielder, getting it in quickly.
Yeah, again, perfect placement on the throw. But Grant able to get underneath it. So 8-1 now. Raiders try to battle back here.
8-1, and they got their biggest stick at the plate lately. Cole Werner with a chance with runners on base. Been a run-producing machine these last 2 days. Takes a strike.
So you have another one in him here, Johnny.
Yeah.
You want to get some energy.
Yeah, absolutely, that would do it. If you're looking for something to get people loud and people back into the game again. Down and away. 1-1. Niederkorn takes a few steps. He took a few steps off second, looking towards third there, but not far enough away to try to take the extra bag. 1-1, like off speed stays high. 2-1. One is chopped to first base. Covering is the pitcher, and Werner is retired. Both runners do move up on the play, 2 away. I wasn't sure if that was in foul territory at first. I think it almost might have hit the plate or hit right the hard dirt in front of the plate. Is just kind of really a high chopper over to first base. To Boyd covering, 3-1 on the putout.
Here's a big at-bat here for Brady Hendrickson. Those 3 runs that Farmington scored here in the top half of the inning, they could Raiders get him back here if he's able to punch one through the.
And we are going to get a pinch runner at second base to try to accomplish just that, Derek, because it's going to be Joe Horton going to second base to run.
So Joey will be the courtesy runner here for Gunnar Skov, their catcher.
Strike on the inside corner to Hendrickson, 0-1. And down low, 1-1. Yeah, you've got one across, but at this point of the game, Derek, 2 big runners in scoring position. You'd really like to, as you said, push them across and make this look a little closer going in the middle innings.
Yeah, there's 4 innings left in the game after this, so.
That one is on the ground to shortstop, gobbled up, thrown across, and Farmington gets out of the inning with only 1 run allowed. We're through 3. Hastings gets 1, but leaves a couple more on base. 8-1 Farmington. We'll be right back. All right, Andrew Holmes stepping in to lead off the 4th inning against Xander McVicker. In his 3rd inning of work, starts off with a strike.
Holmes 1 for 2 with an RBI.
And misses down low, 1-1. Up in the air to center field, racing over is McKnight. He's got it, 1 away. That'll bring up the pitcher, Boyd.
Now batting number 1, Owen Boyd.
Up high a ball. Popped up. Niederkorn's calling it. He's got it. 2 away.
2 quick outs here, and number 9 hitter will
Now
come up
batting
here.
number 64, Gio Van Grinsven.
9 hitter Van Grinsven. Catcher number 64.
Xander with a chance to get the Raiders their first 1-2-3 inning here.
And there's a strike in. Would definitely be big for him to get back out there. And 4 more ups scheduled for the Raiders and 7 runs to get. And outside for a ball. So like we said, big mountain to climb. Don't need to make it any bigger here.
Yeah, just got to find a way. You
Yeah,
know,
just get the boys back to the dugout and start 1 AB at a time is all you can do.
Got the first one back, go from there.
Oof, that misses just low, 2-1. Here's a strike over the inside corner, 2-2. And inside, 3-2. Payoff pitch is fouled right off the facing of the press box. That didn't miss the window by more than a foot.
Yeah, that was I think it hit the header above the window there.
Another payoff pitch is outside, ball 4. So 2 out base runner for Farmington will flip over the lineup, I believe, back to the top. And it's going to be Hunter Craner.
Hunter Craner.
Sanders' 4th walk of the game. Five walks, 2 hit batters by Raiders pitching without getting a strikeout yet. So they have been putting everything in play.
Yep, putting in pressure. And like you said, to that point, not necessarily everything has been a smash line drive, but just finding spots for everything, and 8 hits up on the board. Few well hit balls to be sure, but again, like you say, it's just putting balls in play and running around the bases, and then a couple of key hits when you need them.
Yeah,
2 out hitting has been very good for Farmington. Come through in the clutch and gotten those guys home.
We're in the 4th inning. There hasn't been a single strikeout in the whole game.
That is kind of nuts. As that is rolled through the left side, diving attempt by Persky over there, cannot come up with it, and 2 base runners on with 2 outs.
Now batting number 49, Jackson Leavitt.
As you said, probably end of the tournament, both teams down to their, probably the ends of their bullpens. Most of their guys that normally pitch, you would think, would have used up in the last 3 or 4 days. So might a lot of their probably bigger arms, more prone to, or more able to get strikeouts, might have already reached their pitch limits, as that first pitch is outside for a ball. To Jackson Leopold. McVicker got the first two, but next two men reached, and now another runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Up in the air, foul. And another one fouled off, 1-2. And swing and a miss. There's your first strikeout, Derek.
There you go. Big one there.
Yep.
See if the Raiders can get something going here now. They got that 1 run back. They get the first or the second inning of this game where they haven't given up a run. See if they can, nothing else, get 1-2 runs here and just start chipping away.
Give yourself a chance going into the late innings. Yeah, we're through 3.5, 8-1 Farmington. We'll be right back. All right, we're halfway through this one. 3.5 in the books, 3.5 more scheduled. Peyton Persky will come up to lead off the bottom of the fourth. Raiders down 7, looking for a spark here against the starter Owen Boyd. First pitch is inside for a ball. It is rolled to shortstop. Third baseman almost runs in front of him and cuts him off. Good concentration at short there to still be able to field that ball and throw it over to first base for the out.
Yeah. I mean, if your third baseman can get there, you kind of usually want him to take it because he's already got his momentum going that direction.
Sure, yep.
But that was a bit off the bag, and as you said, the shortstop had to make the play, and it didn't let him distract him in his field of vision, and there's one away.
So one down for McVicker. Pitch outside for ball 1. And that is up the middle and backhanded by the second baseman. Tries to throw across, is not going to be able to get to it in time. Made a nice play to get to that ball, but just double clutched it a little bit, and McVicker beats it down the line for an infield single.
Yeah, double clutch, plus he's
running the wrong way,
taking him the wrong direction, so he didn't get a real strong throw off. And infield hit there for Xander with one away. He'll bring a Boston Vile.
First pitch to Vile coming is outside. Snap throw down to first base. Pretty big lead for McVicker, but ball kind of comes in on a hop, and he's able to dive back in.
So the other thing being down, the Raiders love to put pressure on the other teams with base running, but you really can't do that in these types of situations.
Yeah, so. Down 7 and only 11 outs left to work with. As that one's in, get back to the backstop, and there McVicker will get into scoring position. One and one, umpire is saying. I believe that's what he was doing. So it should be 1-1. That is out to shortstop, and he has trouble handling it, and Weil is going to be aboard. McVicker will have to hold at second base, but Raiders have a second base runner.
First and second for Grant Johnson, who had that infield single he legged out and eventually came around to score back in the third inning.
Now batting number 11, Grant Johnson.
First pitch to Johnson is outside for ball 1. And here's a cut and a miss, 1-1. Once again, another big spot for the Raiders here at this point. From this point in, they're all big spots. Every offensive opportunity you have, you can't really let any of them slip through your fingers here.
Right.
As Johnson takes that one away, 2-1.
Interesting. Center fielder just moved way over to the left center side. It's playing Grant not to pull, but to go the other way. Also, as you said, too, that could be a sign of where they want to throw here. Maybe they throw outside.
Left fielder's pulled way in. That one is sharply into right field for a base hit. So rounding third and heading for home, he is going to be in there safe as McVicker. So Johnson doing a good job coming off the bench. He has 2 hits, including an RBI single, and it's 8-2.
Now batting number 10, Lucas Nieberkorn.
So the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9, all reach on base hits and produce a run, and now you get the top of the lineup coming up.
So big opportunity for Hastings to try to claw a little bit closer with Niederkorn up.
And like you said earlier, too, being this last day of the tournament, if you can actually get to this pitcher here, I don't know what Farmington has left as well for their pitching.
Hard to know, yeah. You'd think neither team could be particularly deep in the bullpen at this point after as many games have been played. They did have to play one less game today, and that is high and tight, and ducking out of the way is Niederkorn, but had to play one more game to start the tournament, so I believe this will be game number 5 for both teams, I think. I believe that's where we're at. That is rolled up the middle. Slow roller, and just barely ahead of, barely gets Johnson on the force out. He was charging hard, and the ball kind of like one-hopped up and trapped against his chest for a split second. Does manage to feed it over for the fielder's choice. 2 down. So that brings up Skov first and third. 2 away now. Two outs. Definitely one of the guys you want at the plate in a situation like this. Been hitting the ball well, obviously, as we've been over and over for the last couple of days. And first pitch down low. Runner will take off to second base, and with a runner at third, catcher isn't even going to try anything. He's just going to eat it. And 2 runners now in scoring position for Scove.
Played steal there, and they just, like you said, they're up 6. They're not going to throw it down. And see if they can get out of the inning right here.
Up high, 2-0. McKnight would be next. That one is rolled to the right side. First baseman has. It's going to be a race to the bag, and pitcher beats Scove to it, and Farmington escapes the jam. Hastings gets 1, but leaves 2 more. We're through 4, 8-2 Farmington. We'll be right back. Okay, Cooper Voth going to lead things out for Farmington. New pitcher for the Raiders, number 13, Cole Werner, coming in from right field. I assume McVicker went out to one of those outfield spots, and Grant is in the other one. I'm not sure who's left and who's right.
McVicker might have just went out to right field.
Okay.
I'll double check it for you, though.
First pitch is hit well out to center field, but McKnight traveling back puts it away for out number 1. So Werner has an out on a pitch. 3 innings pitched for McVicker, gives up 3 runs in that third inning. Basically, the big strike against him, that 3-run double.
Yeah, by Voth, who's hit the ball. The one guy who's hit the ball consistently hard, yeah. Xander, 5 hits, 1 strikeout, and 4 walks.
So that one's peeled off to the left, strike 1. Logan Virgin back up to the plate. Lefty cleanup man. Down low, 1-1. And down again, 2-1. And there's a strike on the outside corner, 2-2. That bounces back to the backstop, full count. Umpire and Scove looking for the ball. Somebody from the crowd helpfully yelled, right behind you. Picks that up. That is up in the air to center yet again. McKnight settles under it, 2 away. So Cole Werner gets a couple of flyouts to start his outing. And will now face Nathan Urbach.
Urbach with a single and 2 walks so far. Scored once, drove 1 run in.
Raiders looking to retire him for the first time. High and tight, ball 1. One and 0 misses down and in, 2-0. Chopper to short. Hendrickson has it. Fires across, and Werner has a 1-2-3 top of the 5th inning. We're through 4.5. 8-2 Farmington. All right, bottom 5, Colton McKnight will start things off, try to get the Raiders going. 3 more times at the plate to go and got a 6-run hole to dig out of. Got fence posts the last 2 innings. First pitch is in the air to center field, and McKnight flies out to his counterpart on a pitch, 1 away.
Now batting number 13, Cole Werner.
Here's Cole Werner, now the pitcher, up to the plate. See if he can get something going for Hastings here. Takes a cut and a miss, strike 1. Outside, 1-1. Popped foul out of play.
Raiders now, batting in their 3rd time through the order. See if maybe they can Start getting to the pitcher here.
Yeah, Boyd has gone the entire distance. 2 scoreless innings and 2 one-run innings. And gets Werner chasing down a pitch down in the dirt, strike 3.
Oh, yeah, as soon as I say that, he gets his first strikeout of the whole game.
Yeah, good pitch, just kind of dropped off the table at the end, and Werner takes a cut and misses it, so 2 away. And here comes Hendrickson. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. And there's a ball down low. Yeah, Boyd not a particularly physically imposing pitcher, listed at 5'8", 140, but has just been around the plate and given up 8 hits, but managed to squeak out of it every time the Raiders have a big chance there. He's able to get out of it with either 0 or 1 runs. Multiple runners left in scoring position those last 2 innings, for sure.
Yeah, but to his credit now, that was his first strikeout, but he has not walked or hit a batter in the game.
That's big. Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, as soon as he says that, the announcer's jinx, he he hits Hendrickson like literally moments after he says it. So first free pass issued by Boyd and 2-out base runner for Hastings.
You know, I don't think Peyton Persky's hit a home run yet.
I don't think
year.
Persky has hit a home run yet this year. Yeah, why not?
I guess.
Sure. First pitch is in for a strike. Snap throw down to first. Runner dives back.
Farmington just started hitting the Raiders 9-8, but big difference is the free passes, as Hastings has given up 7 free passes to the 1 for Farmington.
That definitely is a big factor, absolutely. That is through the right side. Second baseman coming all the way over. They were kind of pulled up the middle, to your point, Derek, like second baseman shifted well over towards the bag, and Persky just managed to roll it in the hole between everybody and reaches on an infield single. So first and second now, McVicker stepping in. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hastings running out of chances. Love to see him cash in something with 2 outs here. That one is shot to left field, and that's going to one-hop the left fielder. He bobbles it a little bit, but Hendrickson had kind of already stopped. Throw gets through the infield, but catcher has it, and everybody will stay at their respective bases. Like you say, you want to be aggressive, but in this situation, you really don't want to give away an out on the bases.
Right, and that one did end up getting through and going wide. Now, it was after Hendrickson had already stopped,
yes.
So he couldn't really do anything about it, but Farmington going to have a meeting of the minds at the mound here with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
Yep, the manager, everybody else coming out here. Big spot, really, for Hastings and Farmington. Farmington can really put their foot down on the Raiders a little bit if they get out of here with a 0, and if Hastings can put up a crooked number, maybe clear the bases here, then hey, right back in this ball game heading into the late innings.
Vi will be up. Austin 1 for 2 with a single today.
Yep, big spot for him.
Generally a pretty patient hitter here. We'll see if he takes a few pitches or if he sees the first one he likes.
Yeah, we're not tracking pitches up here. I don't know what Boyd's at, but his pitch count you would think would have to be running into the 50s or 60s or maybe even 70s here at this point. So that one's down low for a ball. 4 2/3, 10 hits for Hastings, but only those 2 runs across. Hastings now out hitting Farmington. And that is down for a ball, 2-0. But as to your point, Derek, all those free passes, definitely a big part of it. And also Farmington bunching a lot of those together and getting big hits in spots like this.
Yeah, they scored all their runs in 2 innings. So.
Down and in, 3-0. So you'd imagine Vile would be looking at this pitch here, not moving the bat off his shoulder. And it's right down Broadway, 3-1. So still a hitter's count to Austin. Bases loaded, 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. That one is shot straight up the middle. Oh, cut off by the second baseman. What a play at second base. I thought that was going through for 2 runs. Huge play over there at second. And the Raiders' rally is extinguished. A phenomenal play over there. Raiders leave them loaded after 5 complete. It is 8-2. We'll be right back. Okay, top of the 6th.
Now batting for Farmington, number 29, Cody Carlson.
29, Cody Carlson is going to be leading things off. Hunter Craner, number 13, was that second baseman that made that ranging play and saved 2 runs for his team anyway. It looked like for all the world that was headed up the middle, just cut it across, grabbed it right behind the bag, and flipped back to the shortstop for a huge out for Farmington. Really taking the wind out of the Raiders' sails there as ball 1 from Cole Werner and strike 1 called. That is up in the air to left center. It's going to be Johnson. We believe it's Johnson out there in left, right?
Yeah,
puts that away for out number 1.
Grant over there in left makes the play, and there's 1 away.
Number 45, Andy Holmes.
Andrew Holmes 1 for 3 today. Will bat next.
Down and away, ball 1. Down and away, roll to the backstop, ball 2. Down low, 3-0. And that one is outside, so 4-pitch walk from Werner to Holmes. And 1 out base runner for Farmington here in the top of the 6th.
Owen Boyd.
Got a lot of guys who pitch 1 inning at a time, maybe 2 innings when they do pitch. So we'll see how far Cole can go here effectively. Tough when you get an inning here, 2 innings
Right, sure.
there,
Sure.
to go stretch your arm out for too long.
And that's the thing with the 7-inning games. A lot of times you don't really need your bullpen that much if your
Right.
starter's going really well, you know what I mean? So,
Who wants to take Carter Lundstrom out when he has a shutout?
yeah,
right?
right. Owen Boyd swinging a miss for strike 1. And that's down, and that'll roll to the backstop. Actually, ricochet all the way from our right to our left, kind of hit the angle there, and Scove back to retrieve it. Runner up to second base. So 1-1, another runner in scoring position for Farmington. And just nubbed foul right up the walk-up path towards the Farmington dugout. Strike 2. One and two, down and away, 2-2. Owen Boyd at the plate. He's gone the whole way on the mound for Farmington so far. 5 innings, 2 runs allowed, and that is down and away, full count. That's outside, ball 4. So Raiders continue to struggle with the free pass. 2 more here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting number 64, Gio Van Grinsven.
To the 7 and 8 batters, and Gio Van Grinsven will step up. Raiders really can't allow this lead to get any bigger here with only 2 ABs to go. It's a tall enough hill to climb, down 6. And that pitch is down low, ball 1. There's a good breaking pitch across, 1-1.
Van Grinson's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Been patient at the plate all game.
Too high, 2-1. And that one gets through Scove, and both runners will advance. So it's 3-1. 2 runners now in scoring position for Farmington.
Yeah, and you wonder if that maybe is got through Gunner because he's caught 12 innings today so far.
12 innings today, and 7 yesterday, and 7 the day before, and 7 the day before that.
Mm-hmm. Infield in now.
3-1 is a cross for a strike. Yeah, infield has to come in here. Like you say, really, at this point, you kind of have no choice. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Werner there. 2 away.
Huge one there because you can back up here now with 2 outs. And so
it is back to Craner, the leadoff hitter, but like you said, 2 outs, Derek, and just any out anywhere will get you out of this. And that one's way up high. Good play by Scove, springing up and reaching all the way up to grab that and save a run.
Craner 2 for 3 with a walk today.
And another good block by Gunner on a pitch down and wide, 2-0. And Ryan Selesky is going to come out to the mound to have a chat with Cole. Scove will head out there as well. All right, conference is over. Again, don't know if Ryan saw something in the mechanics there that he wanted to bring up, or just get him to calm down and, hey, just go after this guy and get him.
Yeah, and it's like to your point earlier, we need this out. So
that one is fielded by Niederkorn. He can't come up with it, and another run is going to score. Just a high chopper. Werner jumped up for it, but could not track it down.
Now batting number 49.
And Niederkorn over towards the bag, can't field it cleanly. So another run is going to score, 9-2 Farmington. So Jackson Leopold now with runners on the corners. Still 2 out. And it's down low for a ball, 1-0. High and away, 2-0. That one catches the plate, 2-1. And dropped right in for a strike, 2-2.
Very nice soft speed there. Something that was ahead of outside movement.
Two runner goes. Scove lets him advance and looks down to third base. If that runner was cheating off, he was not, so just holds the ball and throws it back to Werner. Second and third now, full count. And rolled down to third base. Persky's got it, throws across, and not in time, says the umpire. Vile's not happy about that. Another run is going to score. Thought it was in time. Bang, bang play down there. Umpire is all the way over by second base, of course, but looking right at it and says safe. Another run comes across, and it's 10-2. Give credit for hustle down the line there for the Farmington batter. Getting that run across, and that off speed again, kind of breaking down and away to Cooper Voth in for a strike. He had the big blow that kind of broke this one open.
Yeah.
That 3-run double in the third inning really putting Farmington in the catbird seat, 8-0. Runner goes down to second base. Throw down is high, and throw over to third, but runner is back. So 2 runners back in scoring position again.
Yeah,
Farmington in danger of ending this early if.
We'll get our at bat, but if
Yeah.
they can shave an inning off the game, they want to do that.
That is popped up. Vile kind of makes a little bit of a meal out of it, but managed to find it and flag it down. It would have been in fair territory if it had fallen. He kind of had to readjust what he was doing. Wind might be swirling a little bit up there, but he managed to put it away. Farmington gets 2 big runs to push the lead back to 8. We're through 5.5, 10-2. Farmington. We'll be right back. All right, bottom 6. Raiders down big. Grant Johnson will try to get something started.
Batting for Hastings is number 11, Grant Johnson.
Owen Boyd, number 1, has gone the whole way for Farmington so far. And that catches the outside corner, strike 1. And swing and a miss, 0-2. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So Boyd disposes of Johnson quickly, and there's one down. Just kind of worked him right in on the hands and tied him up.
Yeah, Grant was 2 for 2 off Boyd, but second strikeout of the game for Boyd. And we'll go to the top of the order.
First pitch, Niederkorn is fouled back into the backstop, strike 1. And strike at the knees, 0-2. Down and in, 1-2.
Boy, what a turnaround there where the Raiders thought they were going to get to within 4, and then Farmington gets 2 back. And
yeah, that's that really turned the game, and 2-2 now to Niederkorn. Yeah, huge series of plays there in Farmington. Like you said, they've been solid. They've been solid out there all day long and doing everything they need to do. To your point, Derek, we're kind of talking in the break that this is kind of Farmington's second Legion team, as that one is shot into left field for a base hit. So Niederkorn is aboard with 1 out. As I'm looking through their roster here, there are a lot of 2028 grads and a bunch of 2027. No grads of this last season. No players that were just seniors. All incoming seniors and juniors. So they obviously, like we were saying, number 1 ranked team in baseball for most of the season. It looks like they've got some good players here. They've not looking to slow up anytime soon with this program.
No, they go, with the kids going all the way up through the ranks, Farmington's always been very tough.
That one is right at the third baseman, and just getting his hand back in is Niederkorn.
A little bit of a high throw, and when he had to go make the grab, foot came off the base, and Luke's able to slide in safe.
So Scove hits it on the screws, but right at the third baseman. And like you said, I think the high throw might have pulled his foot off for a split second, the only thing that prevented the double play there. So 2 outs. Here's McKnight. And there's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Down low, throw down to second base. Kind of a lucky break for Niederkorn as the second baseman or the shortstop can't field that ball cleanly. But he does manage to take second base.
Yeah, it was a heck of a throw by the catchers. That was a pitch over, and he had to kind of go around the batter there, the left-handed hitting McKnight in the box.
So 1-1 to McKnight. Runner now in scoring position for Hastings. High, 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Boyd looking at second from the stretch delivers, and that'll cut across the inside corner. McKnight wasn't sure about it, but called a strike, 3-2.
Full count here, 2 away. Soon at the crack of the bat, Niederkorn will be running, so a base hit likely would score him.
Time called as Boyd taking a long time to get set.
He's done that a lot today, and sometimes you wonder if he's just trying to break your momentum when the Raiders have gotten a couple guys on.
That could very well be a little bit of a couple of mind games there. Payoff pitch is popped foul and over the backstop. Another payoff pitch coming. Up in the air to left field, playing very deeply. Left fielder is still able to get in and put that away for out number 3. Was playing very deep, I assume, like no doubles defense there.
Yep.
But nice job running all the way in to put that away. And the Raiders are retired with a scoreless bottom of the 6th inning. We head to the 7th and final inning. Hastings in a big hole, 10-2. We'll be right back. All right, top of the 7th, Logan Virgin in to face Cole Werner in his 3rd inning of work. He's given up 2 runs in 2 innings. And that first pitch is right at Vial, catches it in the air, 1 away. Kind of a little sinking liner, scooped it off of his shoe tops and shows the ump over there for out number 1.
All right, one nice quick out on a pitch, and now Nathan Urbach will bat.
And that one is behind Urbach to the backstop, ball 1. And up high, 2-0. Inside, 3-0. Strike called outside corner, 3-1. Up in the air, very short center field. Hendrickson takes a couple of steps back and puts it away, 2 down.
Now batting, number 29, Cody Carlson.
So 2 away, Cody Carlson stepping in. Chopper to shortstop. Hendrickson has it, throws across. Vial cannot dig it out, and runner will advance to second base. So an error in any event, but probably might be a base hit and an error or a 2-base error, however you want to score it. Runner on second for Farmington.
Now batting, number 45, Andy Holmes.
And as you say, runner on second with 2 away will bring up Holmes. The 7-hitter, he has a base hit and a walk today.
Good breaking pitch over the inside part of the plate. Strike 1. And down low for a ball. Down low again, 2-1. And 3-1. And that one comes in down low, ball 4. So 2 runners aboard for Farmington with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning.
And Boyd, the pitcher, will step in.
Yep, Warner got the first 2 pretty quickly, but now 2 base runners for Farmington. They've got 12 hits along with a bunch of free passes. They've been clogging the bases all day long, honestly. That is rolled out to shortstop, over to second, and 6-4 on the fielder's choice, and Farmington is done. We head to the last of the 7th. Raiders need a miracle. We'll be right back. Okay, last of the seventh, tall mountain for Hastings to climb, and Cole Werner will start things off. Cole's had a huge tournament. Yeah. Swing and a miss. Boyd, I think, is looking stronger as he's going along. There's a little bit more sink on those pitches. Maybe it's like getting the right kind of tired, getting a lot of late break now, and Werner swings over the top of that. And up high, ball one.
Yeah, Cole's had an enormous tournament, a couple home runs, a big double, but actually is 0 for 3 here, so he's due in this game.
Hit sharply past the first baseman's glove, and that'll be a base hit. Big turn at first for Cole, but no sense doing anything crazy here. You're down 8. You just need base runners at this point.
Yep, and the way Farmington's been playing, I fully expected them to have that base hit there. Looks like Coach Henderson's going to try to get some seniors some at-bats here.
Yeah, Carter Lundstrom going to get an AB. Of course, he had that gigantic triple in the Thursday game, I believe.
Got the Raiders back into the game, tied it up, yeah.
First pitch is away, throw down to first base, and scooting back is Werner. 12th hit of the game for Hastings. But like you said, not many free passes, only managed to push 2 runs across.
Yeah, just one hit batter by Boyd. Raiders pitchers have walked 8 batters and hit 2. So both teams with 12 hits, but that's a big difference. And then Farmington's just been amazing defensively.
Oh gosh, well. they've been sharp. I mean, absolutely. One to Lundstrom is fisted into short right field, and that's going to be down for a base hit. Right fielder tries to throw into second, but Werner able to advance. So a couple of base runners on here, nobody out, and Moronic is going to get an at-bat now.
Now batting number 12, Kyle Moronic, subbing for number 5, Peyton Persky.
Looks like Tyson Werner is going to go on deck and potentially hit for McVicker as well. Tyson can re-enter, I guess. He started the game at DH.
I guess he never played, so I guess what's the rule on that? I suppose he can re-enter, yeah. As the first pitch to Moronic is up high for a ball. And down and away, 2-0. Time called. Manager's going to come out and have a chat with this pitcher here. I think probably just try to calm him down a little bit.
Yeah, 2-0, no outs. I'm sure on their half of things. Let's not let this give him any steam going here.
Let it just slow it down and throw strikes like he's been doing all day. No activity apparent in the Farmington bullpen, so
yeah,
I think it's going to be Boyd's game for a while, unless the Raiders really get something going here.
And if or the next pitcher's in the field, one or the
or
other.
That, yep. Two and 0, big cut and a miss. 2-1. And strike taken over the inside corner, 2-2. popped up, heading towards the dugout. It's going to be put away by the first baseman. Good job ranging over there to put that away. Had it tracked all the way, one down.
And now Tyson Werner.
Tyson Werner, as you said, Derek.
Batting number 6, Tyson Werner. Subbing for number 22, Henry Bigger.
First pitch to Tyson Werner is fouled straight back.
Charlie Myers coming on out on the on-deck circle. He will bat for Austin Bile.
Fouled off to the right, strike 2. Oh, 2 is down low, 1 and 2.
Good take there by Tyson. You're down 0-2 in the count. You've been sitting on the bench for 7 innings and able to hold up on that one. Take a 1-2 count here.
Boyd coming home 1-2. That's chopped foul up the third baseline. Strike 3 called outside corner, 2 away.
Now Raiders down to their last out here, and Charlie Myers will bat. Looks like Grant Johnson is going to stay in the game should Charlie reach.
And that's going to be it for Boyd. I wonder if he hit his pitch limit there. I think that must be the case. Otherwise, I don't know why they wouldn't let him finish it.
Yeah.
So it must be over his pitch limit for the day. So you're allowed to finish the AB.
Yep.
Okay.
So he'll go 6 2/3. Gives up 12 hits. Just the 1 hit batter and struck out 2.
And they're gonna turn to, I believe it's 13. Hunter Craner to try to get this last out for him.
Hey, at least he's not at second base now.
There is that. Looks like Boyd is going to go back to second after he switches gloves, so just a straight switch.
And we said Grant was on deck. He was, but it looks like Kevin Alvarado would hit next now should Charlie reach, as emptying the bench.
Now batting for Hastings is number 30.
Yep, everybody who hasn't had an AB, as long as this game goes, is going to try to, the coaching staff's going to try to get those guys in here.
Yeah, nice job trying to just, let everybody get an AB if they can. Kevin filled in admirably for Gunner when he was out there for 3-4 weeks, it feels like, during the regular season.
Yep,
he came in and steadied the ship behind the plate.
Yeah, that's big. If you lose your catcher, that can kind of be a death blow. But like you said, just kind of kept him rolling along, doing a great job back there.
He's really climbed up the depth chart of the of Hastings baseball here the last 2 years. Done a nice job.
So Charlie Myers represents the last hope for the Raiders, takes ball 1 against the new pitcher Hunter Craner. Here's a cut and a miss, strike 1.
Charlie takes a hack at that one, trying to make it a 10-5 game.
Yep, definitely big cut. And swing and a miss, strike 2. Raiders down to their last strike of the season. And that's fouled off. We'll get another pitch. Down and away, 2-2.
Good stop there. That was definitely far over in the batter's box there. Nice diving play by the catcher.
Up high, 3-2. So runners will be moving here. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. Farmington wins the game and Section 6 by a score of 10-2, and they will head on to New Ulm to the Legion State Tournament. Farmington pretty much grabbed this game early and did not let it go, putting up 5 in the top of the first inning, ballooning to an 8-run lead in the top of the third, and Hastings just never had an answer for Boyd on the hill for Farmington post 189.
Yeah, and every time they get a couple guys on base, some amazing plays done by Farmington's defense.
Yeah, great job by them. We were talking between innings. Farmington, congrats to them. They were the best team out here this week.
They were definitely the best team out here. I would say Hastings probably was the second best team. But, Farmington beat us fairly easily twice. They beat the number 2 seed Egan as well. They lost to Bayport yesterday, but like we were talking off air as well, when they got behind that game, they saved their arms for today. And I just don't know how you have a kid like Boyd in the reserve for today.
I know, yeah, right. It's just, all he did was come out there and throw strikes and let his guys make plays behind him, and in many cases, phenomenal plays behind him.
Yeah.
So, very, very impressive. Farmington post 189. Congrats to them. Breaks a, was it 4 or 5 year streak of Hastings making the Legion State Tournament, Derek?
3 or 4, and you know, it's an amazing streak that people should be proud of, but we have to remember a little bit here that there's other towns that are having kids playing club ball now, and so we have our full varsity lineup here. Like Johnny said earlier, this Farmington club has a bunch of juniors and sophomores in their lineup as well. So I believe Farmington has 2 Legion teams participating and may both make state. We'll have to see. Before we leave today, it's always kind of a tough time for everybody involved on the field and all of us who are around these kids since they were 14 years old out here at the field. And that is saying goodbye to the seniors. So I'd like to mention the guys from 2026. First, Tyson Werner, who's a senior and moving on here. So I want to congratulate Tyson and thank him for all of his time in the uniform. Carter Lundstrom, who it felt like didn't give up an earned run after about April this year. Amazing pitcher. I know he's going up to Dakota. I don't know if he's going to play at all, but amazing pitcher. And Lucas Niederkorn, he'll get to continue, I believe, his hockey career is what he's going to do, but a good athlete. Played baseball and hockey as well. Good luck to him as he moves on. Cole Werner, who we signed with the Hawks, had a huge week, couple home runs and a double. Just seems to sting the ball whenever he hits. I'm not sure where Cole's going for sure. I think there was some talk he may go over to DCTC. That would be a good spot for him.
I think they were talking to Sean last night, and they were asking, what position do you play when you join the Hawks? He's like, hitter. And it's like, that is for sure.
Kyle Moronic, who had a good year on the mound, going down to Riverland Community College, continue his career and down there in Austin. Good luck to Kyle as well. Drew Gillespie, one of the few guys I've ever seen who can throw in the 90s in high school. Drew had a little bit of a tougher year than he'd like to have as senior year, but he's got all the tools, and maybe tweaks his mechanics a little bit, he could just take off.
Yeah, just get the right coaching to make a couple adjustments. Who knows? Yeah, the arm is there. That's for sure.
For sure. And then finally, not last but least, by any means, Austin Vile, who one of those glue guys, whether it's hockey or baseball, and that's the kind of kid when he could when it was his senior year in hockey, he didn't go out because he was going to be the third string goalie. So he said, you know what? I'll be your manager and your video guy. And he videotaped and managed the varsity team this year. And it's the kind of kid that Austin Vile is. So we'll miss all these guys in Raiders uniforms and wish them best in their futures.
Absolutely. Congratulations to them. Great senior class. Accomplished some really good things on the baseball diamond. Rougher year last year, but bounced back nicely this season. Did not get to state in either high school or Legion, but hey, fought all the way through, and some really promising young classes coming up next, and we turn our attention to the class of 27. Should be an exciting year for Hastings baseball next year, Derek.
Yeah, well, you have a lot of pieces there. You got to get 3 or 4 good pitchers. You have a lot of the sophomores going into juniors that are in the lineup. Not real positive on who will be coming up from the freshman class, as we haven't seen much of them out here. But you have a lot of pieces in place. Of course, you're going to have to, like most years, you're going to have to replace the middle of your lineup. And, you don't have a Carter Lundstrom every year on your staff as well.
True.
So, but you have great pieces to work around. You got Hendrickson, who can play it short, and he'll pitch next year. Skov will be back behind the plate. Persky at third. Joey Horton will probably be maybe he slides into Niederkorn's spot at second base possibly.
Sure.
Grant Johnson, he'll be out probably in center field every day next year for the Raiders. Xander McVicker, we saw him pitch again today. Nice left-handed arm you can use on the mound. He'll probably have more innings next year and be in the outfield. Kevin Alvarado, he could pitch possibly, maybe get some time behind the plate if they want to give Gunner a day off, or like Gunner DH, something like that. You could see Kevin out there. Tough day for Zach, but Zach will be back next year. You'll probably see him. We'll see how the coaches want to view him, as if he's stays in the closer's role or moves into the lineup. Riker Ackley, another outfielder who's been a pinch runner a lot here these days. And then, of course, Charlie Myers, another guy who is a pitcher and an infielder as well. So there's a lot of reasons to be excited about next year. But for today, we're just going to thank the seniors and wish Farmington the best of luck at state.
Absolutely, yeah. Hastings, after losing their first game of the tournament on Wednesday, wins 3 in 3 days to work their way all the way back to the championship, but the fourth game cannot pull it off. So, again, congratulations to Farmington, congratulations to Hastings and their seniors on a great season. And, hey, thanks for letting us do that. Thanks to everybody that listened. Appreciate it very much. We're working to improve this thing out here every year, get some of these games broadcast, and hopefully we'll be able to continue with that a little bit next season with some of the work we're doing on broadcasting. Hey, thanks for everybody that listened. We appreciate you, and have a good rest of your Saturday, and have a good winter, everybody. We'll see you out here next summer at Vets Park. Bye-bye.